as Bitcoin hits those new highs. Investors are still awaiting the stablecoin bill, see whether it will make its way through the Senate. Joining us now to discuss that bill and much more, White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs. David, good to see you again. I actually want to start on AI here because Jensen Huang talking to me earlier this month about these chip curbs, mentioning it again from Computex in Taipei this week. The idea that maybe they're not working, that we ought to just like compete, get China, everybody else into our ecosystem. When America competes, America wins. What's your thinking, the administration's thinking on the usefulness of some of these chip curbs?
Well, John, good to be here. So on the chip curbs or export controls, I think there's strong bipartisan consensus in Washington not to let China have our most advanced semiconductors because there's a potential dual use to the technology. But I think that Jensen's right with respect to the rest of the world. We want the rest of the world using our semiconductors, building on the American tech stack, as opposed to creating an opportunity for Huawei to come in and create a Huawei Belt and Road. So I think we need to revise the export controls with respect to the rest of the world, but I think we have to keep them for China.
And what do we do about power? Elon Musk was on our air with our David Faber just yesterday, talking about what he's trying to build out with quite a few Blackwells and the challenge of getting enough power to actually make those AI factories happen. What kind of policy is going to really benefit that in a way that's sustainable?
Well, John, I think the president has spelled it out. We need to unleash the American power industry. We need a lot more electricity in the United States. We need to make it easier to permit. We need to drill, baby, drill, as the president said, and we've got to build, baby, build. We've got to build these data centers. So I think the Trump administration wants to get all of these regulations out of the way. They want to alleviate the bottlenecks, and I think that's just the direction we just got to keep going in.
Now let's talk stablecoins. There's this bill trying to make its way through the Senate. What's your take on the concerns, certainly on the Democrat side of the aisle, that there aren't enough safeguards here to keep maybe the president himself and his family from benefiting from this kind of legislation?
Well, so first of all, we have significant bipartisan support for this. I think 15 Democrats voted for the bill to pass this key procedural threshold of cloture, which means there'll be no filibuster against the bill. We have every expectation now that it's going to pass. And I think the reason it's going to pass is because stablecoins offer a new, more efficient, cheaper, smoother payment system, new payment rails for the U.S. economy. It also extends the dominance of the dollar online, and it also creates billions of dollars or trillions of dollars of demand for our treasuries. So I think for all these reasons, this stablecoin bill is going to pass, and it's going to pass with significant bipartisan support.
How long do you think before stablecoin would start to really have that dollar support effect you're talking about?
I mean, I think it'll be immediate. So we already have over $200 billion in stablecoins. It's just unregulated. And I think that if we provide the legal clarity and legal framework for this, I think we could create trillions of dollars of demand for our treasuries practically overnight, very quickly.
I understand that you have argued that it was important in this trip through the Middle East just now, making some of the deals, particularly around AI, that the administration did to get in there versus China, Belt and Road style, doing it as well. What do you say to the criticism that there's some moral ambiguity around the dealings with the likes of Saudi Arabia, given some of the headlines we've had about that regime's actions over the last few years?
Well, I don't buy it. I mean, here's the thing. These countries are extremely resource rich, they're energy rich, and they have the largest sovereign wealth funds in the world. If we don't partner with them, they're going to be forced into China's arms, and they want to partner with us. They want to build they're on the American tech stack. They don't want to be building on the Chinese tech stack. So I think it's in our interest to partner with these countries and to have them be the piggy bank for our AI efforts, not China's.
So back to the AI question. What kind of scale do you think is necessary for AI to be successful policy-wise in the U.S.? And is your sense that the administration is thinking about that as they're addressing big tech in ways that they don't want Europe to necessarily hit us, but it's unclear how much M&A and how much size is going to be allowed here?
Well, I think we want to win the AI race. That's the bottom line, John. And I think we're going to do what's necessary in terms of building, in terms of creating more power, in terms of supporting innovation. I think we're going to do all those things. America has to win the AI race. If we don't, it'll be very bad for our economy. It'll be very bad for our military. So I think we're going to do what's necessary to win this race.